broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
We start every show with fake
yes.
laughter.
Yes. That was half fake, half real. But welcome to the Brink After Show.
Here we are.
Today we are debriefing tonight's episode. Is that episode 4?
Episode Cuatro.
Cuatro, if you're an Espanol speaker.
Or 14 if you're French.
Yes, that's right. I couldn't have told you that, but that's why we have other people here.
Yes.
Can't tell you everything. My name is Lauren Lograsso, though I can tell you that much. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at LoloLogro and Facebook.com/Lauren Lograsso. And I've got some very beautiful gentlemen to my left. Would you care to introduce yourself?
I care. My name's Dave Abed. Welcome back to myself. You can find me at GoBlueDave on Twitter and Dave Abed on Instagram. Just broke 1,000 followers. Big moment for anyone.
Snaps today.
Yeah, so thank you.
I just broke 666 followers.
Ooh,
Oh, I was
okay.
so happy you did that. It was making me really nervous. I'm not even kidding.
No, I'm serious. I was like, please get
Someone
over
follow
that.
me or unfollow me because
Yeah.
I don't want to be here.
I don't want to be in this devil limbo.
Right.
That's right.
Instagram limbo.
So tell them where they can find you.
Well, you could find me at Johnny Mangs. You could find me on Twitter, Instagram, and I spend a lot of time at this great little donut shop in West Hollywood.
Oh, the one owned by Asians? Across from Connor and Ted's?
We're going to say, yeah.
Yes, okay. Tasty Donuts.
Sure.
Yep.
They sound delicious. But you know what else sounds delicious? This episode of The Brink.
I mean,
Yes.
Lauren,
My
it
mouth is watering. Good.
Glazed.
So we start this little epi out with Walter. He's in New Delhi, and he's talking with the president about Raza's wishes and basically telling him everything he wants, like what they can get, what they can't get. Again, the president's sitting there with the guy who's always trying to bring Walter down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The foil to
The
Walter.
foil. You
Yeah.
love saying that
Drats
word.
foiled again. One time we sang a song in choir in 4th grade where the end goes, Drats foiled again.
Wow.
That sounds like a real hit.
It was great.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
it's not on the radio.
Thank God we brought it back. Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, they say, okay, well, good luck, Walter. He's really struggling at this point, too, because his penis is about to explode.
Well, he's
Yes.
got those kidney stones.
Yeah,
Stones.
they're pushing
I've
on
never had
through.
one. John, have you?
No, but
No.
that's interesting you asked because I hear my babysitter once told me if I ate too much cheese, I would get them. So I stopped eating Lunchables.
That was yesterday that you said that?
yeah, my babysitter. You know it. They
Sure,
hire babysitters
Cassandra.
for me.
Right,
She's
they
a
have
beautiful
to.
woman.
Well, Walter kind of has a babysitter, too, in The Aid. The Aid, which we don't know her name. Did you end up finding it out?
Oh, I forgot that's what I was looking
Yeah,
for.
so
I'm on
David was
IMDb.
on it. I think it's interesting that she is basically in every scene that Walter's in besides his intercourse
Kendra.
scenes. Kendra. Okay. And we didn't know her name until we looked it up. So
Yes,
I think
real
that's
name
an
Mary
interesting
Beth Monroe.
comment.
What a great actress name.
Yeah, that's very nice.
like Marilyn.
Sturdy.
Yeah.
Mary Beth Monroe. Maybe it was Marilyn Monroe. She changed
She had to
it.
change it.
But so Walter
wondering.
is talking to. I couldn't tell who he was. He's a very important leader from India. I got that much.
With a foreign minister,
Is he-
right?
okay, he's a foreign
Yes,
minister.
uh-huh.
Thank you. So he's talking to him, and the ambulance is trying to take him to go, get his bladder.
And there was a fun follow the
urinary
leader
tract.
game during that
Yeah.
whole thing.
Uh-huh.
And I just wanted him to get fixed. It just looked like so much pain.
It looked like
it was
so much
hard
pain.
to
He was
watch.
sweating. The
Yeah.
toxins were trying to come out, and finally he convinces the prime. What was his name?
What was his name?
The-
I
the-
don't know. But
okay.
the foreign minister.
The foreign minister.
Yes.
He convinces the foreign minister to go along with his plan.
Yes.
It's interesting, Walter's priorities. It's like sex above everything, then work, then like health
Yeah.
and wellness. And remember, was it last week or this week? I don't know. I watched them both today, where they were like, "Oh, you might not be able to do this. You might not be able to do that with kidney stones."
Last week.
And you might not be able to have sex with kidney stones. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I gotta get it
We
fixed.
got to get
Right.
it fixed. And I kept thinking, oh, wouldn't it be great to have a job you care about so much that you're willing to sacrifice your bladder exploding urine all over your organs?
That's
in
how I
order to
feel
get it
right.
done?
That's AfterBuzz TV.
Yes, it
I'm
is for all of
my
us.
kidney stones are
Sure.
going wild,
Sure.
but I am here.
Yeah,
There you are.
At hashtag
Rain or shine or
ABTV.
kidney stones.
Yeah.
We'll be here. We're better than the USPS folks.
That's true. We're like FedEx. Yes,
right.
we're
You
the
gotta
FedEx of
pay for
AfterBuzz.
us.
Right.
You guys know that the UPS trucks are white on the top, not brown?
Didn't know
No.
Keeps them cooler.
that. Didn't know that.
Interesting.
Wow.
Anyway.
Interesting fun fact.
Great.
Well, he does end up going to get that surgery because, listen, he needs to have the sex. He loves the sex. He doesn't
And he's
wanna
making
lose
all
that
those weird
privilege.
noises with the foreign minister.
Yeah,
The
that was so funny. That was great
Yeah, that
comedy.
was a good one.
Yeah.
That
It
was
was like
good.
he was singing.
Yeah.
I like
He's
these.
like, is this a foreign American custom?
I like how all of these situations with Walter, with Talbot, with Zeke, is that his name?
Yep.
Zeke.
Are all like so serious. I mean, life and death situations, and they're all just
Being
these
made light of.
ridiculous human
Yes.
beings
Yes.
with silly, trivial problems.
Mm-hmm.
What are we? In an importance of being earnest?
Oh, I guess
Or
so.
among theater majors.
Oh, in an Oscar Wilde play? What?
Who is this next to
Not
me? And
quite.
get him out of here.
Yeah, let's haul him out of the building, folks.
I'm killing
God, look at this
myself.
beautiful cityscape outside.
We're in New York right now.
We are,
Yeah.
maybe downtown LA.
Downtown LA.
But anyway, so he does go to the hospital
Yes.
to get his situation
Get him
taken
out.
care of. So he's on the gurney being wheeled in.
Yes.
And the aide has the president on the phone, and he's like getting drugged up and like
Mm-hmm,
talking to him. But he's going to go through with it. So,
And the wife
as-
calls.
Yes, I think that happens after he's drugged up in
He's getting wheeled in.
Yeah.
Remember? Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, he goes in, but I think it was Israel that called when he was basically going into the drug coma, and the lady, his aide, tries to put the
Kendra, I think we established.
tries to put him on the phone with them, but obviously he's like going into his stupor.
Yeah.
What a-
Well, no,
dumb
the
lady.
aide came in and said that she found out that he was being undermined.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the age.
The aide.
I mean, honestly, I think the aide is more fitting than Kendra. Kendra sounds like a fun party girl name.
Kendra. I dated
Yeah.
a Kendra once.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's not like the aide.
She wasn't that fun of a party girl.
Do you guys, are you Facebook friends?
Yeah, we are. You want to check her out later? Just
No.
for your reference.
Oh, yeah, to see, just
To see who it is, not to like sexually check her out.
Right, I was
Because
gonna
obviously,
say.
yeah, that wouldn't make any
Lauren
sense.
and I are
Hello.
together,
Right,
right?
Yes,
obviously.
we're lovers.
Yes.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. Samoans.
So he is coming out of the coma while he's not in the coma, but like the drug stupor. You gotta get it together. What? While he is in the hospital bed, the call comes in to Kendra that his wife had gotten the position that he didn't want her to have.
Right.
Yes.
So she goes to tell him.
Yeah, and
And she doesn't have the heart.
She doesn't. And last week I mentioned that we almost saw her boobs. Her name's Carla
Yeah.
Gigioni.
A near nipple grace.
Yes, and then we got a YouTube comment that her boobs are easily accessible in other TV shows, I guess.
Oh,
for
well, great
those that were
news. Thank
looking.
you for
Yes.
commenting on our YouTube.
Yes, thank
So-
you. I think that was the one takeaway from that guy, that her boobs are easily accessible. You know what? We're reaching people. It doesn't matter how, it just matters that we are.
Yeah, touching hearts.
in the sex scene. I was like, when did we all see him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember when we saw that penis?
That
Did you guys
was-
talk
I
about
did-
that at
Yes,
great
we
length?
did at length.
She passed out at one point.
I
Yeah,
mean-
Yeah.
it was large, to quite large.
Yeah.
So anyway, he gets a call from Israel. He tells them he's on his way, and he breaks out of the hospital.
Yeah, he does.
Catheter and all.
And she like follows him with the catheter.
That was such great comedy.
I love it.
I love that. That was probably my favorite part of the episode.
The pee bag?
The pee bag.
Yeah.
Pee bag.
My dad once had one of those, and it is weird to watch.
Like around the house? you
Yeah,
know?
he did. Wow. Yeah, vasectomy. That's they have to do
You're
that for those.
kidding.
No?
That's
how
so
long?
intimate.
For how long? Does he care that
It was
you're
like a
telling
week.
the world?
I don't think he'll watch this.
Okay.
Right.
Hashtag daddy issues.
Hashtag,
It's
Because
okay.
your last name's Abed. Do you call
now that we can find
do you
him.
call
Right.
him Dabid?
Never in my life.
See?
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys want to talk about Talbs?
Okay, so he ends up talking. I do, but we have to finish this story first.
Right.
Oh,
So he
one
ends up
storyline at a
having a
time.
conversation with the with an
Foreign
Indian
minister.
man, the foreign minister.
That's racist to say Indian man.
It is not.
Oh, okay.
He talks about the pharmacy, the pharmaceuticals that his company or his country presents to America, and how we can literally shut them out if he doesn't do what we want. So we landlock him. We say, "Hey, you're gonna do what we want, or else."
You better.
Yes.
Put our big, strong American stamp on it.
Yeah.
Stamp you. And the catheter comedy is awesome. I have that there. And he's going to Tel Aviv. So that's how his storyline
Well,
ends.
and the president says don't go, and he basically says, F it, I'm going.
Yeah.
He's
I have to
really
save
a
the country.
renegade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you say, renegade?
Or
I thought you said rugged.
And he's very, Tim Robbins,
Yeah,
rugged
he's just
in
like
America.
a woodsman.
I feel like I read this article that had a great critique of this show. I think this is a great time to bring it up.
Yeah,
Let's hear it.
please.
I think that they said this show the biggest issue is nobody ever has no consequences ever come from anybody's actions, right? Like something happens and then it's just basically, well, that's okay. Next
Yeah.
thing. And it's like,
and
so it's hard to have much stakes because we just figure if anything bad happens within about 20 minutes, we know at this point within the 4th episode, it will be fixed.
Yeah.
Right.
The thing that I'm having a hard time with this show about is it's really hard to follow. Like, it jumps around so much.
Yes.
And especially if you're trying to take notes and I just want to level with you guys because if it seems like we're kind of like mucking through it, it is. And I don't know if you guys are having trouble with it as well. Like, if you have any tips for us, we would love to hear them. I do like the show. I like where it's going. But it's a little difficult at times to completely get in the world. I'm not immersed in it like I
Right.
am.
Yeah,
with
you make
other
a good point
shows.
because you almost have to like when they jump to scene, you have to like forget that storyline.
Yeah.
Now go into this
And
one
it
and
jumps
remember.
so quickly
Yeah.
that
It
it's like,
does.
whoa, I was just starting to understand what was going on there, and now I'm like, whoa, it's very.
This was
And probably just because I got off Silicon Valley.
Right.
Is Silicon Valley. And it's in both situations, in both shows, they're worlds I don't know much about. But in Silicon Valley, and maybe it's trivialized in Silicon Valley, but like I can
it's
understand
simple, understandable. Yeah.
the world of tech and startups.
Well, I think
even
they
though I
painted
know
out for
nothing.
you a
Right.
little bit more.
Yeah,
you know?
and in this show, I'm like, oh, what? Wait, what's
Maybe they're assuming their audience is too intelligent in a way.
I doubt it.
Oh, I'm a genius.
Yeah, I mean, you went to the University of Michigan.
Right.
Yes.
Must be nice.
It is.
I'm staying
It's
out of
elite.
this one.
Hello. Come on.
Mudfall.
What are we? What are you? Lauren's parents here?
Oh, they're out
Burn.
watching. Hi, Mama Lo.
Hey guys.
Anyway, yeah, it's a great show. I just think it's still trying to find its voice and it's trying to find its patter.
Yeah.
You know?
It is.
So I will get there. I loved last week's episode. I'm in it to win it, but this one was a little tough for me.
Yes.
Anyway, with that being said, we should talk about Mr. Alex Talbot.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so he's watching The Evil Prez of Pal. I wrote Evil Prez of Pally. That's
Right.
hilarious.
Yet it's quickly jogged.
So President or Dictator Zaman and the Secretary of State, which we found out his name is Bob.
Oh, his name's
That's
Bob.
a fitting
right.
name
Yes,
for him,
Bob.
isn't it? Walks in, and Walter says he wants Talbot to get everything that he needs, basically shutting up the Secretary, or not the Secretary of State, what's
He's the ambassador.
ambassador. That's what I
And that was
looking for.
another note I saw in notes and in articles that they're saying, because this guy, obviously, legendary comic actor from Stripes and all these shows, and they give him like 4 lines an episode.
Mm-hmm. I know.
He doesn't really have
That's
much.
weird.
Yeah,
He
it
does
is
so
weird.
much with what he has.
He
He's
does.
always one of the most memorable parts.
But
of the
I think we all
episode.
want a little more.
Yeah.
And it's
Give
just like,
us
shut up.
more.
Every scene is like,
more,
shut up.
Give me more. Give me more. Is what I want to say. to
Right,
that.
you want to sing it a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like
Be
Britney
Spears.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's true.
Can you tell I don't really
How do I
understand the
run out of
show?
the door?
I'm making Dabbit
Right.
jokes, Britney Spears
Right.
lyrics.
We've talked about vasectomy.
You brought that
You,
up. to be
I
fair.
was gonna say, wait a minute.
We're not going to let you get away with that.
So anyway, so he has to deliver this $80 million.
$80 million in thousands. That's
Give
crazy.
me more of that.
Yeah. They do make thousands, right? You just have to like special
they?
order
I
them.
thought they did.
I think that they do.
Okay.
I think you just have to be super rich.
I mean, I have them. I just wanted to come down to your level and say,
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you. We
You're
appreciate that.
Um,
Us
and-
paupers.
And then they
Yes.
get in that car accident. Who were those guys? The CIA?
No, those were with the ambassador.
Ambassador.
So they were there to kick him out of the country.
Okay, great. And he escapes.
He breaks out of the
from
car,
Escapes.
calls Rafi, goes to Rafi's house.
And there was
Steals a
that
bike.
fun joke where they were saying, "Oh, if this guy's the leader, we drive on the right side of the road, and if this guy's the leader, you drive on the left side of the
Yeah,
road.
that
And if you
was
drive on
funny.
this side, you're
It
an
shows how
infidel."
arbitrary it all is.
Right.
Like it's who decides.
Yeah.
And I think it's a
Ever-changing.
comment
Yeah.
on obviously that side of the country that they're just changing with each leader.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just here to make everyone clear on what the satire is.
Oh, thank you so
Yes,
much.
you're welcome.
We need that.
I know.
So
write
he
that
goes to
down, please.
Rafi's house, and he tells the whole family that their lives are on the line too. So he gets the
Again,
stakes up for them.
basically, yes.
Yeah, I don't think the whole family knew that. I think only Rafi did.
Right.
From the way they reacted, at
Yes.
least. Talks to Raja because Raja comes in, right?
Yes, he makes a
Yeah.
house call because they were listening over the telephone.
Right.
Yes.
And Raja called his mom the C word, which was shocking to me. And he lies about
His
the
own
sub to him.
mother.
Yes,
I've
his
never
own
done
mother. Good.
Yeah.
Please don't.
No, I wouldn't.
He lies about the sub to him, which was really interesting to me. The submarine,
Yep.
nuclear submarine.
Oh yes, well because he didn't know how to negotiate.
Yeah.
And he's just
doesn't have that skill
He was
set. Mm-hmm.
terrified in that moment, so he just said yes.
He said yes. That was a very interesting moment. What did you
Yeah.
guys think?
I don't know if I found that moment interesting. They're doubling down on the Augusta joke, basically, and then yeah, I mean it's just an easy way to again. I assume there will be no consequences to that happening. I mean, based on the show, who knows? I mean, because the whole idea that we know that Raja is not planning to do any of what he says anyway. There will be no leadership change.
Right.
So neither people are going to be ending up following up on this.
But
anyway.
then it had me thinking, like, oh, well, what if Raja's like really playing his brother? It could be all like this
That did
weird
enter my
circle.
mind, yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Interesting.
more interesting to me.
Yeah, I mean, and they have. I don't know how many episodes this season is. Do you?
Probably 10?
6.
6.
Oh,
it's
so
six.
we're more than halfway done.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That's
Just
the one thing I know for sure. Because it's the one thing
When
I can
does
see
it
first
end?
on the Wikipedia
Right.
page.
Okay.
Do you want to know my favorite Alex Telb's moment
Yes,
tonight?
please, tell me.
Is when he's trying to get the bike. And he gives the
Uh-huh,
guy
that was a good moment.
$1,000
$1,000 and he goes, "It's real." And the guy's like, "It's
It's
real."
real,
And he rips it up. And then
he gives him like
it was a
$6.
funny,
And he's like, "You really made out there."
Israel Palestine
It
show.
reminds me of my little cousin who, when he was little, thought that if you had more bills, it meant you had more money. So he would like trade in his 20s for a bunch of ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
Wouldn't that be
you
nice
could have
if
made
that's
out
true?
like a bandit.
Yeah.
So that was my personal fave Telb's moment.
Fave
tonight.
Telbs. Well, we got some Zeke moments too.
Oh, Zeke.
Good old Ezekiel. This storyline is, I think, the easiest to follow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
he's all done with. He's like, "Oh, I'm done with Orange Is the New Black. I gotta make a good, easy storyline." Out
Right.
Of this.
Well,
Or
he's trying to
should-
do some comedy for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, yeah, he's good with the comedy.
And his assistant guy is good.
yeah,
He's
I
really
have Zeke
funny.
and Sidekick. This is what this
Sidekick,
one's
yeah.
headline is.
Zeke didn't tell Ashley he's having child with another woman.
Zeke
Yes.
didn't, because
Bad
they're
boy.
talking together about how he's lying to women when they're kind of in the barracks there, and then they take off in their plane. There's a comparison to Batman. The sidekick, I have him is SK, tells him to
SK.
come clean. And they're in the air, and he's basically going through all of these scenarios and having these deep life revelations as they're getting hit.
Another example
Mm-hmm.
of like meaningless events compared to what's actually happening, but
Right.
the meaningless thing takes over.
Yeah.
I like
and if
that.
you'll remember, he originally said, like, Zeke was saying all the reasons it was going to be okay that if he didn't tell either one. And the guy was like, yeah, that sounds right. And then Zeke's like, I have to do it, don't I? And he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you do. So there's a lot of, like, subtext and a lot of, I don't know, what would you call that in comedy when you don't say what you mean?
Irony.
Irony?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's a lot of irony.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. So they get hit so bad that they have to eject themselves from the plane.
Ouch.
Right, it can hurt to eject.
Yeah, it
Yes.
can.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
Yeah, he's being bombed. I said he's more worried. Wings on fire. They drop out of plane. They eject themselves. Yeah, I got all.
You wrote all that down. Very good.
I was shocked that that's actually a thing. I didn't know you could actually push the eject button.
I didn't.
Oh
either.
no! You know what? I was texting during that moment in the show, so I missed it. Don't you normally pull?
You're supposed to be an expert on the Brink. Do you see these big monitors?
Listen,
behind you?
haven't you heard my expert analysis so far, guys? Come on, I'm the one bringing in thoughts. Okay.
Yeah.
Thought.
So many.
So many, at least one.
It's hard to get through them.
And
all.
they
hard.
land in this big old field.
A big old field. So do you think they didn't have parachutes? We didn't see any remnants of
No,
parachutes.
they did.
Really? I didn't
thought
see
that's
a
why
parachute.
he was caught in the tree, because his parachute was caught in the
did
tree.
you see that? I saw him caught in the tree, but I did not see a
didn't
parachute.
see them deploy the parachute.
But
and I
you
was
saw
like,
it?
what's happening? But then when he was in the tree, I'm like, oh, there must have been a
I
parachute. Otherwise
assumed
he'd
it
be
was a
dead.
budgetary thing, because the special effects in that whole plane
Yeah.
bomb thing were low. They were
Yeah.
low for HBO.
You know what? It's
HBO,
interesting
wow.
though. With every show ever, you see the budget go up as the show gets more popular. So I'm sure we'll.
Or it could
notice
have been a
that for
choice,
this, too.
because it's
No,
already
but
such
it's
a
true.
satirical show.
When a show starts out, it doesn't have as much money.
Right.
You're right. I was laughing at a stupid thought I had in my
Oh,
mind.
okay.
I was gonna make.
You're
a
doing
dumb
your own
joke.
show in your head.
Yeah,
Right.
it must be fun in there.
Yeah, that must be
Oh, it's a riot.
I feel the YouTube views just dying. at
Yeah.
That Johnny Mays?
this- yeah, it's Johnny Mays.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why. So he lands in a tree. His sidekick, we don't know where he is at this
gone.
point, starts
goose.
running around looking. There's a bunch of bulls. It looks like bulls.
Yeah, I heard something moo though.
I think they were cows.
Yeah, well, bulls and cows are
Well,
like
bulls are
one the
female
same.
cow or male cows, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and they all moo?
Well,
I don't think
I've
bulls
never
moo. I think they-
heard of bull.
No,
moo.
that's more of a horse.
I've never really been near a bull, so.
At Saddle Ranch I have, but that one doesn't
But that's
moo.
not a real
Yeah,
one. That one
that's
is
true.
made of machine.
That's
I'm off
machine.
topic already, but I have a funny Saddle Ranch story.
Yeah,
Maybe for
okay.
another
You
day.
should
Okay,
save it for
okay.
another
So,
time.
but in
That's
this
the Saddle
empty
Ranch
field,
afterbuzzed.
there's some bulls or cows, either or. We're not
TBD.
gender biased here.
Yes.
Maybe
and-
they're gender fluid.
Maybe. And, maybe. That's maybe why we're
Yeah.
having such a hard
Yeah.
time. And there's landmines.
Yeah.
He notices them after he sees his sidekick.
Totally.
And he's so excited that he's running across the field that he's like, dude, stop.
And
You're
the
gonna
other guy's so
die,
excited
sidekick.
to see him.
Yeah.
That he's just like, I know.
Yeah, he's like,
didn't
oh, I'm
die.
gonna crouch low to the ground.
He didn't die. He
Not
didn't die.
yet.
blew up later on the
Spoiler.
bull or cow,
Yeah.
depending on
The
your
cow,
gender
that was a
preference.
funny joke.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
It
when I
was.
heard the moo.
Moo.
Because it
Blow
died.
up moo.
Well, there was an image of one of the animals'
Yes, the head.
severed heads.
Yes, and
in
you
the
thought, why
beginning.
are they showing us that?
Yeah.
And then
It kind of felt like a Breaking Bad moment.
yeah, it did a little
Yeah.
bit. You're right.
Why
You
don't
didn't
I
see
remember
that?
You were texting.
Yeah, or you were probably taking notes. See, because that's the problem.
That's why
We're
I didn't
taking
take
notes
notes.
for the show,
Yeah.
and then you take notes and you miss a huge plot point because it moves so fast.
Yes.
So that's why we got to talk about it. We
Yeah.
talk it out. We catch each other up.
Yeah, here we are.
So they reunite, but then they also reunite with some shooters.
With some shooters.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
going to there?
I don't know.
It'll probably be okay.
It'll probably be okay. By the beginning
Yeah.
of the next
Yeah.
episode, they'll just be like
Some-
hanging in a
they'll
hammock
be
somewhere.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah. See, but I don't like that. I like the repercussion because it actually
Right.
makes me invested in
No,
the
agreed.
show.
I think that's definitely a problem with the show.
Yeah.
Is that-
Right.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
That's what I
So I wasn't listening. I was texting.
Right, you're in your own head. You were telling you're doing your own show about
Yeah.
Saddle Ranch.
Right.
Wow. Well, we
Was
did.
that a noise that we just heard?
It's just our death.
The angels are coming. Take us away from me.
So, guys, what else? I mean,
Guys,
I think
honestly.
we really did go through the whole episode as we know it. If there's anything you guys are thinking that we didn't touch on, please let us know. We're trying to figure out as you guys are doing it too. We're trying to be fully transparent about that. We liked this show. Loved last week's episode. I think if it can get more in that direction, it will be good to go. But this week was a bit of
It was choppy. And if there's
choppy
any
one
other
for me.
actresses that we can see their boobs and other things, go ahead and leave those notes on the
Okay,
page.
you can actually direct message David.
Yeah, I mean, you can, but why not share it with the world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because don't we do that? Isn't that?
That's why
2014,
social media.
We're bringing
15.
people together.
Yes, boobs together.
Through breasts.
Yeah.
That's
And
a hard
penises.
one.
I mean, this show has tons of
Oh,
penis.
I was gonna say this
Long
is equal
one.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Long.
Long.
Hanging.
That's an elephant trunk.
Penis.
Yeah.
Elephant
Can-
trunk.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. I've never heard that one, but it truly was.
Yeah, you've never heard that one?
No, I haven't. Sorry, sir.
Well-
you don't have to get so aggressive.
Well, I just can't believe it.
I'll
You've been
be
with the
over here.
wrong men.
Oh my
And
goodness.
we're back.
Should we make some predictions, folks?
Oh, shouldn't we?
Shouldn't we?
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So,
Well, I guess I know what I predict.
please.
Is it written?
I predict. Well, okay, so we got to wrap things up because there's only two.
Yeah,
episodes.
there's only 2 episodes. That's crazy.
So, my prediction is that like I would like some stuff to go down. I was gonna say the other S word.
Right, but
I'm gonna say stuff. I'd like some stuff to go down, and yeah, I would like maybe for like something bad to happen, and then it to actually happen.
Okay,
That's a great
wow.
one, John.
I'm surprised you don't work for a magazine.
I'm not-
Right, yeah, like with a professional like review column, like for
Yeah.
Deadline.
yeah.
Now, I think the question is, now will they have a cliffhanger? Like, is this a storyline forever? Like, if there's 10 seasons, are we always dealing with Raja? Or is
No,
this
he's
particular?
gonna die.
You think Raja's gonna die?
No, I'm just
No.
saying things to rile you up.
Right, and I'm riled up. I'm riled up from that.
I don't think, no, I don't think he'll be around forever. I don't know where it's gonna go though with all that stuff. You know,
Yeah.
will it be different world wars that we're on the brink of? Will it stick with these guys? I mean, certainly for the rest of the season, I think that's gonna be true. But if/when they do another season, I'm not sure.
I think
if those
Jack
guys
Black
would
will
be there.
become like an official government worker from
Yeah.
us.
Maybe. Good
Yeah.
point. But
Yeah,
all the
but
supporting
he'll still be
cast is gonna have to
bumbling
be
like, oh, I don't know
changed.
what's
I
going
don't,
on.
and he does his little eye twitching
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
The eyes.
Yeah, good one.
Thank you.
You should write for a magazine.
I do.
Oh, good.
Yeah. It's just not published.
Oh,
yeah.
it's one of those
It's his
magazines,
blog
like,
and a
I
Word
see.
document.
Well, you got to get it's like shooting, TV shows. You got to shoot a couple before you publish them.
Oh, right. I was on davidabed.com today.
It's daveabed.com.
Okay.
So that was a lie.
Davidabed.com is a painter. True story. This is going nowhere.
All right, well, those were some great predictions, David. Thank you so much.
Thank you for yours.
And my prediction would be that I think we will see some consequences. I think that these things will get wrapped up a little bit. I think that maybe we'll see more. I kind of want to see more about the aide. Like, how did she get there? I don't know.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think that's going to happen, but she interests me. What was her name? Rhonda?
Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Beth Monroe.
Yes, Marilyn Beth.
Anyway, I'd like to see more about her. She's cute.
Yeah.
And smart. Most importantly, smart. And I think that all these storylines will intertwine completely to the end.
Yes. Yes. Big casts.
Totes.
Party.
Orgy. Yes.
We'll have a party.
Yeah. Oh my God. There's going to be a big orgy at the end, and led by Elephant
Trunk Man. Yeah. Which means penis, because I know you hadn't heard that before.
Right. I hadn't. I honestly hadn't.
Learn
That's what
something
we're
new
doing.
every day at
Yeah.
AfterBuzz TV.
Wow. We've learned a lot today, folks, haven't we?
I don't think so.
Thank you for joining us. All right. We're going to wrap this show up.
Should we say our namies?
Yes, we should. My name is Lauren Lograsso. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at LoloLogro and Facebook.com/Lauren Lograsso.
Yeah. Yeah, Lauren.
Yeah.
Dave Abed. If you're looking for something to do Tuesday, there's a murder mystery show that we haven't sold out yet, the Next Door Lounge. So somebody dies and you figure it out, 3-course meal.
Wait, you do that?
Yeah.
I've heard about this.
Yeah, it's on Groupon, or just go to nextdoorhollywood.com and get your tickets.
Wait, is this a reoccurring thing?
Yeah, it's every Saturday.
Yeah, I've heard about this. I'm going to go.
Nice.
And let me tell you, I'm going to also go to @JohnnyMangs on
doesn't?
Instagram and on Twitter. I just uploaded a shameless selfie today. You can check it out.
Perfect.
Sounds great. Well, thank you for checking out the Brink After Show. You guys have a great night or day whenever you're watching this, and we appreciate you.
Thank you. Oh.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Bye. See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.